What's good, citizens of Randomville? We coming to you this week, another episode. This time, all six guys are on the show. We got Jorley, Moses, John, Nate, and Uncle Will on the pod. We're going to talk some COVID activities, some Instagram activities, all the stuff going on this week since the last time we seen you. So stay tuned. And then at the end, during game time, we got Joe to see Boys the Men, Drew Hill, 112. So why don't you come, check us out, take a listen. But first, what's good, citizens of Randomville? Welcome to another weekly City Hall with your local government of Randomville. As you can see, we got a loadout of 5. So welcome, citizens. We're here to bring you the latest news, what's happened in Randomville. Everyone, give a warm welcome to our guest of the citizens of Randomville, Jorley. He's coming back finally after a long-awaited absence. So he's back on the pod. Oh, we got Nate just joining in. We got Moses, John, and Uncle Will coming to you. So full loadout, we're doing good. Oh, look, one of our cabinet members of the government of Citizenville coming live from the islands. I don't see.
AFK.
So
there he is.
There he goes. He was just getting a margarita from the bar. He's in now. So welcome again to another weekly meeting of the town hall. Everybody welcome. Everyone give your welcomes to all the people.
Good seeing you, boys.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, how's everyone doing?
Hey, what's up, Randomville? Uncle Will here.
There you go. How you guys doing this since the last time we met?
Posted up like a thumbtack, man.
You on permanent thumbtack right now, just like everybody else.
Like a mailbox. I've been posted up like a mailbox, man.
Yeah. And Jolie about to sort the mail for you, so
yeah.
Hey, them mail carriers got handles. You see that video?
Happened?
Nah.
You see it? The mail carrier getting in a fight in the street.
Nah, he
I
getting a
didn't hear
fight.
that.
I just happened to see it like a couple hours ago. Made me proud.
Was he posting on Facebook Market? Hands, come get these.
No, it's actually like on the right, like it's red light, probably like a road rage thing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a lot of that happening around.
Yeah, was it a Karen or a Darren he got in a fight with?
Oh, a regular person.
Hopefully it was Karen.
There are a lot of them out there, man.
Oh man, there is a lot out there right now. Speaking of Karens, I don't know if you've seen in the last,
What's up?
Last week, got a ton of Karens showing what's
Like
up.
5.
Yeah.
They're invasive, man. They're invasive right now.
Entitlement, man.
The entitlement.
So I just joined another Instagram account. It's called not to promote
Another private
somebody's
account?
page that no, I think this one's still public, but it's called Karen's Going Wild. So
Oh, damn.
I like to keep up with all the Karen activity. It's kind of funny. So
That is funny.
But I mean, if y'all watching any bit of social media, you'll see a bunch of Karens. And then Uncle Will just introduced me to a new phrase, which is the Darren. I didn't know that was the male version of Karen, but there's a lot of them going around too.
Yeah, that's that male version of Karen, man, and they out there too, and they're just as damn crazy, man. It's always that privilege that it seems that they think they have over everyone else, which just drives me absolutely insane. I saw one today out of, I think it was New Hampshire. There were some guys working, and they were speaking Spanish. And she told them, "This is America. You need to speak English." No, you don't. I mean, that's just dumb. They weren't talking about her. They were working. She goes, well, if you work for the state or the city, you should have to speak English. They were talking amongst each other. All she had to do, you know what they have to do? Mind your own damn business. That's all you got to do. All that shit goes away. Mind your business.
Actually, almost every single, let's say like 8 out of 10 social media posts would be going away if people just mind the business.
No business, yeah.
Yeah. You seen them walking trails. You seen them at restaurants. You seen them at malls. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's just mind your business.
Nobody want to hear your bullshit opinions and shit. You know?
And that's the common thing. Y'all see this, like, most of the time it's the entire public versus one person. Like, you obviously are wrong if 40 people are standing up against you. So, you know, it's just one of those things.
And they still fight against it, man. That's what makes it absurd, you know? Like,
well, what I really like about a lot of them is that, well, not so much I like it, but the consequences for their actions, getting fired. When you go up, get a new, you're going to have to find another job for just being stupid, not minding your own damn business.
And now you're catching a case if you're a Karen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Karen Act.
I saw 2 or 3 that the one in the Central Park, the one that painted over one of the Black Lives Matter logos, and there's one other one where they caught a case for it.
The couple that pulled out the guns. They aggravated assault.
Oh, they got their shit. Yeah, they got their shit taken away too.
Yeah. So
that
I mean,
happened recently.
And then it doesn't matter what kind of employee you are. You could be the cash register person, or you could be the CEO, because y'all see that CEO from North Cal.
Yeah. Was he in La Jolla? Was that in La Jolla that happened?
No, it was Carmel Valley up in
so it was in that area. Oh, Carmel Valley Bay Area. Okay.
Yeah, up north.
Okay.
But he had to step down. CEO, man, that's a top decision maker. He was at a
you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it.
Yeah, you gotta watch that one, man. It's just he's a fucking moron.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Hey, that waitress though, the waitress that back like $82K on the
on her tips, yeah.
Well, just like that guy from Starbucks, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you hear what we were talking about last week? Then she wants a piece of it. Yeah, you gonna get a cut, all right.
That's the most Karen thing to do. Request that cut.
An entanglement.
We'll go through Instagram stories later, but speaking of entanglement, if you guys haven't seen, you can go to Facebook, check out the Red Table. What's it called? The Red Table Talk.
Red Table Talk. Yeah. And so Jada and Will come out and they speak about all the new stuff that's just come out this last week about them, and obviously the newest hashtag is #entanglement. So how y'all feeling about that?
They should have never did that shit, man.
I agree. That's something that happened 4 or 5 years ago. Just because what's his name, August? Just because he came out and said something, they could have done a joint written statement and not done that stuff, man. They just
an article or something.
Yeah, to me it was a bad. I won't say acting job, but a little bit, because Will Smith looked like he just wanted to go, bitch, really? Smack!
Yeah. But he asked for it, though.
Looked like he wanted to
read that. He was asking the questions for it.
He was.
Mm-hmm.
That was. The optics on that looked bad. That's what I was looking for. The optics just really looked bad on that one, man. Like, wow.
I just seen a meme the other day of like him sitting there while they're doing the interview, and he kind of looked teary-eyed or whatever. And they in the background they put like a transparent image of the, we always talk with us, like 3 episodes we talked about Fresh Prince and the dad episode. They put that put that image on there, like, why don't she want me, man?
How come you don't want me, man?
Man, that's not a good one.
That was the next day. That was the next day.
I showed one Mo. I think Mo sent me that on Saturday, and I watched it. And then later on that evening, they posted one of, it was basically a kind of a, they superimposed basically a picture of Will and Jada together with mostly Will with her hairstyle with the tears, man. I'm like, oh yeah, I knew they would.
The coldest one I've seen so far was that, like, it says when you want to kill your wife, and it's like Will looking all mad, and it says when you want to kill your wife, but you don't want to because she's gonna be with Tupac.
I saw that one. I saw that one too. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. But you look at Jada though, man. Jada looked like she don't give a fuck, dude.
She don't. She looked like she was glowing.
Yeah, it looked like she was just like, "Fuck you, Will."
Yeah.
So on the first note of that,
like showing measurements and shit.
Yeah. So on the first note, on them actually doing this, they didn't have to. I agree with all y'all. They didn't have to. Like, this is your relationship, right? Like, husband and wife fight. That's between y'all, right? It's just like my neighbors don't need to know if we fighting, right? That's my neighbors. It don't matter to them, right? As long as I'm not over here murdering people, it's all good. But I understand they're public figures and people publish news, but they don't gotta do a whole interview about it. Like, just keep it between yourselves.
Necessary.
Yeah,
they were asking for it, man.
And then if you like go through some of the old news about their relationship, you knew right about that time was when they were having marital troubles. They had a legitimate break from each other, and that was in the tabloids. Like Will and Jada on a break, like that was known, right? And I mean, you've seen it. So she was at events with other people. It's just because they were going through a rough patch, and that was it. And so, that's that.
Yeah.
Now,
that's a rough patch, all right.
That was a rough patch, but I mean, on taking it even further, right? I mean, that moment with the entanglement and the bad marriage life, like super cringe. Like I was watching that, and I just like I was doing stuff watching that, but when they said that, I was like, bro. Don't be trying to start nothing with that.
I seen the meme first, right?
Yeah,
a bad marriage for life. But I didn't even know they said that for real, because I thought it was
me neither.
No,
I can say, and they really said it.
She said it was crazy when she said, because I got in this entanglement, and Will goes, entanglement?
Yeah.
Just say you were in him. I mean, come on, entanglement. I can't. And then Mo showed me that one when they did the rap song "Entanglement." That's funny. That's funny. A remix. That's funny.
That was pretty dope, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Dope, man. And on that note, though, I heard it had 22 million views. That one episode, the highest amount of viewers.
They knew what they were doing.
Viewership. No. I'm just saying, like it's become a trending show. As much as she's had other guests, big profile guests. She had that one with the Kardashians' best friend that was messing around with. One of their husbands. Anyways, like they had that one and that got some views, but highest viewership, 22 million views up to like 2 days ago. So I mean, it's kind of like Kanye saying he gonna run for president. It gets a lot of views.
Yeah, he's gonna run for president.
Yeah, right. He's just a distraction.
You know what it is though? It's this is what gets me is that, like, if you really look at it, for them it's a serious matter, but to the millions and millions of us, it's just fucking entertainment. Like we don't necessarily care about their relationship, like unless it was more of an issue where it was just written on an article or something where, like, it wasn't a freestyle statement. It was just a statement trying to back off the media and all that. Like, yeah, look, like we knew this happened or something, like, but it's pure entertainment to us, and that's what gets me. Like they know that, so why did they put it on the red table?
Oh, it's to get viewers, to get sponsors, to get money. That's what it is.
It keeps them relevant. Yeah, they're a relative topic now because everybody's talking. We're talking about it, so I know other people out there talking about it.
Which they didn't really need to because
No.
I mean when Will joined Instagram, he like broke the internet. He had like the fastest growing fan base of all time, and it's just like, you don't got to do this. Like people are already searching Will and Jada before they did it, so I mean, there's no reason to do it. But yeah. Speaking of social media, John, I don't know if you've seen this, but your livelihood, your favorite app might be banned in the U.S.
TikTok?
Oh, TikTok, yeah. Saw that.
So we might have to delete Dancing Pinoy Boy because in the United States, the government might be cutting off TikTok for all you TikTokers.
China's fucking it up for everybody.
No, it ain't China. It ain't China. Nope.
Ain't it a Chinese company?
That's not it though.
No, but isn't it a Chinese?
Yeah,
company?
it's a Chinese-based company, yes. But the reason they're talking about banning it has nothing to do with it, other than it being a Chinese-based company. There's other companies that we have, other things that we have here that are Chinese-based. I mean, hell, damn near probably 95%. Well, not 95%. Yeah, 75% of the toys that come in this country, where they come from? China.
Why did they want to ban it?
So the news is saying, everyone can read into it and come to their own conclusion, but the news is reporting it that China is using the app TikTok to gather information about all the citizens of all countries that are using it.
Which is just, I'm sorry, that is paranoia at its finest, with nothing to back it up. No proof, nothing. Somebody just threw that out there. And then they ran with it.
Spying on? What are they spying on? People dancing, like dance moves?
Dance moves. The newest dance
It's
moves.
just,
Dance moves.
hey, it's just another distraction. It's another distraction to keep us, they try to keep people from focusing on real issues that are going on. Real issues. TikTok, people dancing, making videos, ain't nobody spying on. They spying on them in their bathrooms dancing around. Hopefully they had clothes on. Or kids and their parents doing different. That's just dumb. Again, to me, it's just another distraction because November 3rd is coming up quick. Anything that can be done to keep us from focusing on that, they are willing to do.
It's also not just a distraction, but it's also an excuse for when that November 3rd comes around.
That too.
Why something might happen.
That's
I ain't
why
gonna say.
Yeah.
It's like, this is why it happened, and then it's like, I'm not leaving.
Yeah.
It was cheating.
Well,
so
speaking of things that are coming up on us fast, and it is relevant. It is them wanting, and everybody on here either has kids that are school eligible, going to be going, would be going back to school, or we have nieces, nephews, grandkids, in some cases, that are going to be that they're trying to send them back to school. And I saw this thing, and I took a snapshot of it. It was kind of funny. It said it was Rick DeSantis, that guy, the governor out of Florida, says, "I'm confident if you can go to Home Depot, if you can do Walmart, if you can do these things, we absolutely can do the schools." But the guy who does the commercials with the Mexican beer, with not Corona, what's the other one? Dos Equis, I think that's what it is. He says, I don't always go to Home Depot, but when I do, I tend not to go 5 days in a row, 7 hours at a time. I mean, think about it. That's pretty. I mean, come on, really? Yeah. No shit.
Well, first off, you got to take it with a grain of salt because this news is coming from Florida, and I don't know if you've seen anything from Florida, but everything that comes out of Florida ends up on shows like Tosh.0 or Saturday Night Live or something like that. So, when somebody when they say like governor in Florida or man in Florida, I usually turn up the radio because I know I'm about to get a good laugh.
It's gonna be here something crazy, yeah.
So,
but remember, Chris, you guys remember last week? I think it was last week. 45 said he's going to put pressure on local and state governments to open up schools, and this fool DeSantis jumped right on board, along with some from some other states. Said, "Oh yeah, we got to send the kids back to school." But hey, if the schools can't control lice, how the hell are they gonna control COVID? I mean, think about it. They can't.
You know, you know that Newsom, he isn't allowing that here in California.
The majority of schools are starting to send out messages that
Yeah.
at least the fall semester will be
Yeah,
online.
Online, yeah, will be distance learning. Which to me, and these arguments I keep hearing from what's the term I want to use? The less informed about kids losing, not being socialized, not being able to socialize. Number one, you know what? They know how to socialize. Half of them would rather be playing video games anyway than run around because it's too damn hot. But when I hear that as an excuse, their maturity, their social skills are gonna be lacking. I just want to tell them, you know what? Get the F out of here. That's bullshit. I'm sorry. That's drinking the crazy orange Kool-Aid.
Well, I know personally my kids would rather go back to school because they hate me as the homeschooling headmaster over here because they be getting, when they first started doing this online school, I made them deals. I was like, listen, your teacher gives you this much work. If you get that done, I have no way to stop you from doing the other things that you want. You want to play video games? You want to go outside and play? You could do that as long as you get what you're supposed to do for school done.
Yeah.
Easy peasy. I was like, I got nothing to fight with. I got work to do. So if you're done, then I don't got to worry about it. So my kids started finishing all their schoolwork by like 11 a.m. And so I'm in a meeting and they're tapping me on the shoulder like, hey, can I play on the Switch? And I'm like, yo, come on. It's 11 o'clock. But then they look at me and said, I got all my schoolwork done. And, but so that changed real quick though, because I was like, no, y'all got to go read for like 4 hours or something like that. 'Cause I have you playing video games all day long.
Because remember this, when they did the distance learning, starting back in late March, early April, they had to throw something together really, really quick. Oh, yeah. They've had the summer to figure it out, so it's not going to be them. Oh, you got 2 hours of school in the morning, you're done for the rest of the day. Yeah. It might not be 7 hours, but it's going to be somewhere. I'm going to say somewhere between 4 and 6 hours of classroom instruction. So it's going to be.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a structured school year.
Yeah,
even if it is virtual. So how that goes? Obviously, this is a new territory for everybody. So like how my third grader and how my kindergartner is going to have school compared to my seventh grader. It's all going to be different, and there's going to be bumps and there's going to be bruises, but. Eventually they'll figure it out. And if it goes into the following school year, then so be it. And at least they'll have a lot of that ironed out. They'll have that winter break to kind of iron out the details. And if they still got to be virtual the following semester in 2021, I mean, at least they'll know kind of how to run it better. And that semester will go smoother. And then hopefully by the new school year in 2021, everything will be calmed down. There'll be, less cases, and they can go back to school. I mean, that's the ultimate goal, because I don't want my kids to be homeschooled, but I want them to stay home and safe from all this stuff going on. And the whole thing is like everyone's like, oh, I don't care if I get it. I don't care if I get it. Like I get it. Like I'm a healthy adult. If I get it, it'll probably go right through me. Maybe a couple days, I'll feel bad. 2 weeks, and it'll be gone out of my system. I won't be contagious anymore. But the problem is, I got people in my life that are older. I got people that are high risk. And I got grandparents that are my kids' great grandparents, right? I don't ever want something to happen to them and it be my fault, because
I hear that.
Because I went to Walmart, and then right after I went to their house, and then the next day they're diagnosed with, in 2 days later they're diagnosed with COVID, and now they're having problems because they're in that older bracket where it's a real big problem for them, and so that's what it is, right? That's why you wear masks, right? Because those people still need to go to Walmart and get stuff. Right. Those people still need to go to Vons to get groceries. You're not wearing it because you don't want to get it. You're getting it so that if there's something on you, you're not spreading it to those people who it's deathly to them, right? And it's a small percentage, but do you want to be? I mean, how many murders are there in the world? Not a lot. Do you want to be one?
Well, remember, I know this. It's been 9 days, but there was a guy, former veteran, Army veteran, the guy Richard Rose. may he rest in peace, 2 tours in Iraq, Afghanistan. Back in April, he posted, I'm not wearing a mask. I'm not buying into the hype. He gets diagnosed on July 1st. He's dead on July 4th. He's 37 years old. That's the kind of – I'm sorry. I don't feel weak when I put that mask on. I don't. I feel, you know what? I'm not only protecting me and the ones I love, but other people out I may run into in the street. I run into in the grocery store. The people that can't get – look, it's an inconvenience. Yeah, it is to some degree, but it's keeping you safe from someone else that may have it, that's asymptomatic, and maybe you don't have it. But if they're not wearing a mask and you're not wearing a mask, we're just passing this shit around. And, you know, as Chris said, some people, it's going to go right through them. They're going to be fine in 2 weeks. Other people, this guy, Richard Rose, 3 days, he's gone. And he's 37 years old. That's insanity.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I got a friend. I was just talking to him the other day. His grandfather died 2 weeks ago from it, and a week later, his dad died from it. Here in San Diego, and it bugs the hell out of me when people are so against like being cautious at least about it. You know what I mean? Like where's your consideration, yo? Like for other people, like that just goes to show what type of person you are.
Well, it's also that you ever see that Twitter out there? It's like America is a group of individualists, whereas the rest of the world is a bunch of collectivists. And basically, that's what it comes down to. Look how the rest of the world goes. I mean, look at some of the countries that kind of came together as one. New Zealand, for example.
New Zealand.
They got it all the way down, and they were smart. I mean, and then, I had an argument with somebody about, they're talking about, oh, look, was it Switzerland or Sweden? I get those two mixed up, but they didn't go into quarantine, and look at them now. I mean, look at them now. Look at the numbers now. They're actually went to lockdown, and it's just like they made a mistake, and we're not learning from our mistakes. That's the problem. Is that we're not learning from our mistakes. We're just repeating the past. I mean, what is that? Trying to do the same thing over and over again is insanity. Or
expecting a different result. Do the same thing over and over, expect a different result. That is insanity.
Yeah. So we're living in the world of insanity right now here, and that's just the sad part is that we're not realizing it, and you can see the individualism in those videos. I mean, people saying I. It's not we. It's I don't believe I need to wear a mask because my breathing is restricted. Like, come on. Yeah. This isn't about you. This is about the country and the state of our country and how well we're doing. I mean, you can sit there and tell me statistics all you want, but statistics, people who die are still dying. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like you can tell me 1% or 2% or 3% or even 0.5%, but that's 0.5% of people still dying from something we don't even know how to fix. So what's to say that this doesn't mutate and we end up, even getting worse? I mean, that's just, I hate going down that extreme, but it's just
that's what it is, though.
That's what it is.
That's what it is, man.
Well, that's why even when you get a flu vaccine, they're not guaranteeing you that you won't get the flu. They're just saying that's the strain they're giving you to protect you. There's other strains out there of the flu that you could get because the flu has been passed around by so much. There is too many strains to where you can't get a vaccine to cover them all. So. I mean, it's and as far as the consideration thing, I was stationed in Japan for 4 years. All right, when what I see here, especially in kind of like the civilian work culture, is like when you're sick, even if you are sick but you can make it to work, people come to work sick and they cough and they sneeze. I usually have a dude who sit behind me where sometime last year he was just like coughing up a storm. And I was like, "Are you all right?" He's like, "Yeah, I just caught something." I was like, "Why are you at work? Like, you just here to get me sick?" And like, I take my laptop and I just go walk to an empty conference room and I'll go sit there just so I'm not around it. And it's like back when I was stationed in Japan, if you were sick and you had to go somewhere, you wore a mask yourself because you wanted to be considerate not to spread it to other people. Right. And it's like they'll wear masks, they'll wear gloves, and you'd be like, wow, that person is like, when I first got there, I thought, man, these people are overly cautious. And so when a Japanese person explained to me, they're not overly cautious. That person is sick, but they have to go out of the house.
Hey, come here.
Protect you. They put on the mask, they put on the gloves, they cover themselves up so that way they don't spread what they have to you. And it's just a consideration thing. They don't have to do it, but so many, it's just like a consideration to the general public. So whatever they have, they're not spreading to everybody. And it's just like, why can't we do that here? Why can't we just?
Why is it so hard? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
why
lack
is it
of.
so
It's
hard?
it's a lack of empathy for your fellow man. That's what it is. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
I can't put it. That's what it is. It's just the lack of empathy. Because as Nate was saying that Yeah, but the world don't freaking revolve around you, just you. Okay, we're all on this planet. And they only think about themselves. They've always thought that way. So why should this be any different? And
we don't care about you, but we care about us.
I don't want them.
Exactly.
And I don't wish death on anybody. Well, maybe one person, but we'll leave that out. But I really don't wish death on anyone, seriously. But I would love if they got sick. I would love to see them get sick. And you know what? Now you're in that hospital and you're intubated and you're there.
Biting your tongue.
You're there for a month with no visits from family, nobody. I bet they would think about it twice then. Oh, yeah, I should have wore that mask, because that guy I was talking about earlier who passed away said, I made a mistake. I should have worn a mask.
Yeah.
But when you get it, because of your negligence or not doing the right thing, you got no one to blame but yourself.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Truth, man.
Going back to active duty, I don't know if you've seen, but one big problem we have right now just popped off a couple days ago. The USS Bon Richard caught fire in Naval Base San Diego, and it's been on fire for a good 2 days now, burning straight for 2 days.
Damn.
Where I work.
So so for as far as being a former Navy sailor, I know right now that burning that straight, that it's either going to cost millions on millions to fix that ship, or that's a wash. As following the news, it said that they already removed all the ammo stores off the ship. But the one thing they do have to worry about right now is the fuel stores. That it's still got fuel on board. And so much love to all the sailors on the bottom of Richard, BHR. I got a homie that we met after his first tour, which was on the BHR. The BHR and my ship, the USS Princeton, took down some Somali pirates back in 2010. So much love to the BHR, much love to the sailors out there, and much love to all the sailors on Naval Base San Diego, because I know they're putting in the work to help out on the shore effort to try to get that fire extinguished. But as of about an hour ago on a Monday night, July 13th, they still fighting that fire out on Naval Base San Diego. So yeah,
man. I was going to work on the 52 early in the morning. It was like 6 o'clock, and I thought something was wrong with my work van, man. I thought like my emergency brake was on or something, and then come to find out that was just the smell of all the smoke and shit.
Yeah. So all over San Diego County, they're reporting that they could smell like burning electronics or burning plastic and lots of other different smells that are coming from the ship.
Or emergency brake.
Yeah, or emergency brake. So if you smell that, just double check, because it still might be emergency brake. But
you live in an Escondido, just ignoring that.
Yeah, you're just ignoring it, driving down from Marietta. Yeah, you guys check your emergency brakes. If you smell something, don't ignore it just because there's a ship on fire. Definitely check what's going on.
Hey, Kristen, you said that thing's been burning for like 2 days now?
For like 2 days, yeah. And they've been dropping. They got the tugs out there spraying water, and they got the helicopters flying by dropping on water. So it's a serious fire.
Right in the bay too, huh?
Yeah, and it's tied to a pier. Thankfully, there were 2 other ships that was docked on that pier, and they moved those as soon as it caught off, so it wouldn't interfere. So it's the only ship on that pier. But so as a former sailor, you're trained on firefighting 6 days every 6 days, right? When you hit your duty section and you're stuck on the ship for 24 hours, after dinner and everything, you usually do a drill, and it's usually like firefighting of some kind, whether it be a different class of fire or a different space that's on fire. You do some kind of drill just to kind of practice, right? Because if you practice so much, it just becomes like muscle memory, and then you could and if something pops off, you could just get to it right away. But nothing prepares you for a fire that's going to last 2 days on a ship. So,
Hey,
obviously,
Chris,
go ahead.
do they call them damage control teams still?
Yeah, we still have damage control teams. Okay. On that note, I have not been in the Navy for about 6 years. So when I left, they were still called damage control teams. And your whole duty section kind of just participates unless you are on watch, and then you were exempt. But other than that, everybody else kind of participates. It's like the last thing you do before you go to bed for duty section, and it's just it's just to keep your skills up. And so,
do people want to do that shit? Or
You don't have a choice.
You don't have a choice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I never want to do that.
Okay.
You don't have a choice.
It's one of those things.
Because I started thinking about that, and I was like, well, wait a minute. I thought of George Carlin using softer language, okay? Because these guys they're firefighters, but they call it damage control team. Sounds better.
Yeah.
But it's not as dangerous, but you're still fighting a damn fire, okay? So you're a firefighter.
Yeah, and there's other drills that you run. You don't always do fire drills. There's sometimes you're doing flooding drills. Sometimes you're doing like a security drill. But you just drill, and like I said, if it's every 6 days, at least twice a month, you're gonna drill about a fire. And so but much love out to my sailor family. Although I separated, I'm still connected. I still got a lot of people that are still in active duty that I keep up with, and
and you're gonna always be connected. You're gonna always be connected. Yeah. When you're in the military,
I'm still meeting people that I served time in Japan when they did. So like my neighbor down the street, he was in Japan the same time I was, and we were both not in the Navy.
Hey, you didn't serve time, man. You were stationed there. Serving time sounds like something else, man. I'm just saying.
Sometimes we do call it cell block 54, but
that's what it felt like sometimes. Yeah, I'm joking. You know that. Hear, oh yeah, I served my time. Like when guys would say that, when I was in the Marine Corps, when guys would go, oh yeah, I was in the military. I served my time. I always go, you're in the Army, huh? He goes, yeah. How'd you know that? Because you said you served your time.
Yeah. Well, Moses, that's why they call it the commissary. You you go to prison, you go to the commissary to get your groceries. You serve in the military, you go to the commissary to get your groceries. There's some similarities. No, but
just a different job title,
Yeah, no, and you got a lot more. Well, I don't know about freedoms, but to be honest, I love the 10 years I served. I would never take it back. It kind of brought me to where I am. Be honest. Before the military, I was a different person. After going through the military, straight up put the hustle in me. So, again, one more shout out to all the guys on BHR and all the guys on Naval Base San Diego taking care of that. So,
them guys, hey, be safe, guys and girls, right? And I think are there women on that ship? I think so.
Yeah. BHR is a mixed ship. What else is going on with you guys? What else are you guys seeing in the news?
I wonder what the Washington.
Oh, the Redskins, that team.
Redskins are gonna be named, man. That's something.
I've heard Warrior. I heard the Washington Warriors, but that's gonna be. I heard there's supposed to be some kind of conflict with naming with that.
Like rights and stuff.
Yeah, the rights and all that, because you got the Golden State Warriors. I think the basketball team in Washington at some point used to be called the Warriors too, if I'm not mistaken, years and years ago. So I don't know how that would play into that. But yeah, hey, you got the Redskins changing their name. The Cleveland Indians are looking at forcing them to change their name.
We call them the White Skins.
Oh, have you seen this guy on social media? That this was last year was the first time I saw it. He wore a shirt that was very similar to the Washington Redskins logo, but it was called Caucasian, and people lost it on him, man. Some people did. Some people out, he was in New York walking with that shirt on. And again, it looks like the Redskins logo. Some people thought it was, but it's a picture of a white person. And there were some that go, well, that's just racist. Well, how do you think they've been feeling for all these years with that team with that name? But they don't get that.
One of the ideas that I saw come across my social feed was Washington Red Tails, which was which was the air
Tuskegee,
crew.
yeah. Tuskegee,
Yeah.
yeah.
Was the
that
Tuskegee
the
Airmen
female
that flew
version?
Yeah.
over too?
Yeah.
Nah, it's all males. It was all African American males.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I actually like that one, and the logo kind of looked like the Redskins logo, but it was like a pilot with
Pilot.
the
Oh,
leather.
that is pretty dope.
Leather helmet and the goggles and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
That thing's dope.
Yo, and the owner of the Redskins have been pushing this off for the longest. Like,
yeah.
And I get it. You know,
It's
I
the perfect time, guys. We got to use this card.
Yo,
Got to use this ace. This is the ace.
That's
Throw it
an
on
ace.
the table.
That's an ace in the hole. Everybody, call it the Washington Red Tails, and
Yeah.
you immediately gain some fan base. I'm just letting you know. Money. If he's thinking money, that's the time to do it.
Hey, he's just the Jerry Jones of the Washington team, man. He's the same thing, man.
One of the comments I seen on Instagram said, now we gotta change the Dallas Cowboys because you can't have Cowboys without Indians."
Okay. Well, we can always name them the Dallas Cowgirls. That works.
Yeah. Well, I just know Jerry. I have my own opinions about Jerry Jones, and I know he ain't changing the name from Cowboys.
Oh hell no, man.
No way.
And Jorley frozen again. I like that smile, Jorley.
Yeah, keep it going, man.
There it is.
Oh, there it is. There it is. It changed. All right. Speaking of professional sports, NBA is restarting at the end of July. I don't know if you guys seen some of the images coming across social media, but most of the teams have already reported, and they're all in the Walt Disney World bubble. And you know, they're doing their thing. How you guys feeling about the return of the NBA so far from what you've seen?
Well, Rondo's not happy. Home. Yeah, I think they're going right back home. Rondo, Rajon Rondo, he wasn't happy with his accommodations at Motel 6.
Yeah, but now he's out. Now he's done.
Yeah, he broke his thumb because he didn't like his hotel room.
Yeah, and then Westbrook tested positive for corona. I don't see. This is just me personally. I've been saying it for a while. I don't see them even having the playoffs. I think enough players are gonna get sick and they're gonna bow out, man. They're gonna have to.
That was one of the things I expressed to John and Moses on our chat was, you know, I said this was the perfect time to get it because you out 2 weeks quarantine and then you're good. You can come back to the league. And what do you say, John? What do you say? What do you say about that?
I don't think any time is a perfect time to get it. But I see what you're saying.
Yeah. And so it's not that it was the perfect time to get coronavirus, but how I feel is everybody that's in that bubble is going to get it. They're in the same hotel.
That's what I think. Yes,
they're in the same practice facilities. They're using the same basketballs.
And catching the same fish. And
and missing the same water.
Yeah. By the way, my man, Ben Simmons, sharpshooter, sniper, Ben Simmons, sniper, was fishing in the Walt Disney World lake. He caught a fish. I'm gonna show this on the YouTube, but for those that listen to the pod, because I know we got a lot of fans. I don't know. I'm gonna show the guys the numbers later, but we got a lot of fans listening. We got a lot of listens on the audio platforms. But for you guys listening, my man Ben Simmons caught a fish out the Walt Disney Lake, showed it to the camera, went to go throw it back in the lake, and he missed the entire lake and let go of that sucker on the ground. So my man Ben Simmons, sharpshooter, hit another one. Just bam, got him. Thank you, Ben Simmons, for keeping me relevant. I appreciate that.
Damn.
He came
that was pretty bad too, because he looked away at the same time.
Yeah.
Let it go.
He didn't know.
Yeah, he did. He tried to do like a curry with it, and he missed the whole.
Yeah, like
that's the whole lake. The whole lake. And
yeah, he's like, that's good.
He ain't ice fishing in a little tiny hole. Everybody, there's a whole lake, and he missed the whole thing. Like you could just go like this. Yeah, he did it. He did a swaggy pee.
He did the swaggy pee and fucking threw it and licked away and shit missed.
Thank you, Ben Simmons. I appreciate you. So one day, man, Ben Simmons, I feel like we're gonna have this pod big enough to where one day I'm gonna have Ben Simmons on this, and we're gonna have some words. Ben Simmons,
talk about, man.
Yeah, Ben Simmons, Facebook Market, man. These hands for free. All right, come on the pod. Buy one, get one. BOGO right here. Come on the pod.
Hey, you guys watch the fights this weekekend?
I
Oh
did.
man, I wanted to
did.
watch it. I missed it, yo.
I did. So first off, I agree with Dana White. My man, blessed MMA, Max Holloway. You got robbed.
Hella
You
right.
got robbed. Okay, I saw it 4-1. Hey, Mr. Holloway, I saw it 4-1, brother. All right, 4-1. I saw it. If I was being generous to your opponent, I had it 3-2, but you still won.
I had it 3-2.
Yeah, but you still won, Max.
Yeah, but with Max, yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody saw it the other way.
Nobody saw it but them judges. All right, so
Yeah.
Max,
It was
you know,
it was for the belt. It was for the belt, right?
it was for the belt. It was for the belt. He lost the last one against the same guy for the belt. Like he took the belt from Max, and so this was the rematch. So definitely Max should be holding the title. But I don't know if you guys saw. Obviously, the Hawaiian Brethren was extremely angry, putting out hits on his opponent. and Max tweeted out, you know, I still got 5 belts at home. He's like, there's a lot of people struggling through this time. He's like, we don't need this. We just need love. And I was like, yo, that made me like you 10 times more, Max. Like,
Yeah.
yo, man, like all these dudes standing up for you. You could have just said, thank you, I appreciate it. But no, he put it out on the line. Like, hey, there's a lot of worse things going on than me losing.
That's crazy. What about the other fight? The
Masvidal?
Masvidal.
He got dominated, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
he got
first off, every fight,
Did he take it on short notice?
Yeah. So he only had like 2 weeks or something like that to train.
Okay.
But first of all, from the prelims up until that fight, everything was good. I actually was entertained. I was watching the prelims on ESPN. I ordered the fights. We were watching it. Everything was good. I liked every single fight. I was entertained. That fight was kind of boring for me.
That was the worst one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
They did a lot of Usman just controlled him, like kind of held him a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold him like through that way.
Yeah.
And granted, that is his weakness. Right? Masvidal is a striker, right?
Yeah.
And
Usman's a wrestler. So
yeah, and Usman's a wrestler. So if he can grapple him and take him down and hold him in that position, he's going to control most of the fight.
He was fucking toe stomping him, and he was like fucking hitting him with his shoulders. He tried to do the McGregor on him.
And as far as stats, listen, everybody who does stats, 50% of Usman's strikes, significant strikes, were toe stomps. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Yeah, no, I believe it. Those are toe stomps, like heavy fucking toe stomps.
Yeah.
Damn.
I dropped like 3 weeks ago. I moved houses and I dropped a big piece of furniture on my big toe on my left foot, and it turned black and blue. Masvidal, both of his toes look like my toe. I'm just saying because he got his foot stomped like 400 times the other night. So I feel bad for you because it hurts when I walk, and I only got one toe bad. You got like 2 feet messed up.
Close range foot stomps.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
UFC stands for Ultimate Foot Stomping Competition.
They're like pull a motherfucker's thumb back and shit.
It was just like that. I mean, he literally had him locked up like this, and he was just
pull an ear on his foot,
stomping on his foot constantly. But
and when he wasn't stomping, he'd fucking hit his ass with the shoulders, like just.
Oh yeah, he was
fucking,
did one of these.
Damn.
But no, but he did control the fight. So as far as scoring, he deserved to win. He definitely beat him on the fight. 100% his fight. So hopefully Masvidal wins the next fight, whoever he fights, and he can come back and maybe do it again. So we'll see.
Yeah.
He's fun to watch. He wanted the action. Like he was trying to square up. Like every time they separated, they were like kind of. He tried to square up.
He's trying to box.
Yeah. Oh, he wanted the smoke. He wanted to throw down.
He wanted all the smoke.
Yeah. And that's the thing about Masvidal nowadays. I think it was like 2 years ago. He'll take the smoke from anybody since like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So
he was in the Ultimate Fighter show too, huh?
He was.
Oh yeah, the Ultimate Fighter, whatever the what was it, FX or
Yeah.
Spike,
Yeah.
whatever that was. FX or Spike, one of them.
Yeah, or Spike. Yeah, one of those channels where they had the
Spike.
reality show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was Spike.
Hey, is Spike still around? I don't think Spike's still
No,
around.
but you know what we were
Spike TV
watching the
show.
other day? I showed Jalen MXC. Remember MXC?
Yeah, I remember MXC.
And, yeah, the Japanese show. Like it was like
Yeah.
Wipeout.
Yeah, I remember MXC. That's where Wipeout came from.
I remember that. Yeah.
Where they just horribly dubbed everybody.
Yeah, they dubbed everything on fake. Yeah.
Ain't nobody win and shit.
Yeah, nobody won. Nobody's keeping score. People were just getting hurt.
Yeah.
And it went like that all the way to the end. Just like some random dude, they would just show all through all the events, and there was real no score, real no bracket or anything like that. Just
Dialogue
people
was
getting hurt.
funny though.
Yeah.
It was just a bunch of just Japanese people, huh?
Yeah.
It was. I don't know if y'all. There's another Instagram account I subscribe to where it's like weird Japanese game shows. I don't know if y'all watch those, but some of them are entertaining as hell. I'm just letting y'all know.
They're crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Y'all
some
seen
of
the
them
one
phone-
with the
phone
cockroach?
roach.
The cockroach?
Yeah.
Oh man.
What did they have to do?
They got a tube. So between me and
yeah,
John,
yeah.
we got a tube and we got a cockroach in it. And so all they got to do is blow the cockroach to the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
So they just like this,
Against another person.
and it's just shooting back and forth.
That's nasty as fuck.
Oh, that shit's hilarious.
So it's basically whoever runs out of breath first.
All right, so not that this makes a difference. How long is that tube? Not that it really makes a difference. I'm just
Not
wondering.
long.
Like
It's probably like fucking this long.
Like 4 feet, maybe 4 feet. Yeah, maybe
4 feet?
Nah,
maybe
not
4 feet.
even. That thing's got to be way shorter than 4 feet.
All right,
That's
all
like
right.
2 feet. I say
Okay,
it's
maybe-
2 feet if anything.
Yeah,
Maybe 2 to 3 feet. Maybe 2 to 3 feet.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Oh, can you imagine you get ready to blow, the other person blows, and that cockroach ends up in your mouth?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the clip. That's the clip. It's like bouncing back and forth, and all of a sudden, and it just and the one clip.
That's like a real roach, you know?
Yeah,
Madagascar.
and that's the one. That's the one clip that I seen is this girl
Oh,
blows so hard, the other girl gets it straight to the back and ends up swallowing it like that. It's like, and she's like, ah. I'm like,
The one on the beach. Yeah, I seen that.
too much.
That's terrible.
Too much. All right. Before we head into game time, one more thing. Speaking of beaches and girls playing sports, have you guys seen these well, we used to call them suicides or heads up? Have you seen these girls on the beach playing football drills, running into each other?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
Pretty entertaining, man.
It is. It is. And you know, when I used in high school when I played football, it was entertaining to be on the side and watching that go down. As an older gentleman, watching that go down with these youngins, it's actually more entertaining. Like, and if they do it straight up, it's actually really entertaining because sometimes it's like a bet. Like, yo,
Sometimes
that
it's
girl's-
impressive, too.
No, because sometimes it's like that girl got like twice as much weight on her. She gonna take
Yeah.
it. That little one just roll over her, like just
Yeah,
roll,
man.
beam
It's
trap,
like
just-
impressive.
No
yeah,
gear.
yeah. No gear. That's the
No
big
gear.
thing. No gear.
Just
No gear,
bikinis.
so.
That
Yeah.
little booty jiggle.
You okay? Yeah, open. Need some. Okay.
I'll say it. Shit.
Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I'm recording. I see the red light.
I said it. Hey Moses, don't be DMing me to edit that out. I'm just letting you know.
Nah, I'll take it. I'll take it to the chin for the boys, man.
We get into game time. It's one of our favorite segments, one of our most liked segments. We gonna do One's Gotta Go, and I've been hitting the guys hard on some good ones lately. So I don't know if this is taking a step back and making it easier, but from our pre-show conversation, I know this one's really easy for one of us, Jorley, down here. But we're gonna do best R&B group. We got 4 choices. Best R&B group. We got Jodeci, we got Boyz II Men, we got Drew Hill, and we got 112. And so put it on the guys. Let's get started. All right. Do roulette here. Uncle Will, out of the 4, what's your number 1 keeper?
I'm going to go with Jodeci. Those guys are from my neck of the woods where I grew up. They're from Charlotte, North Carolina. They've made some of they've done some, just their songs are just, I don't know, for me they're the second oldest out of these four groups. I think it was Boyz II Men, Jodeci, yeah. So I'm gonna go with Jodeci, man. Those are my guys. JoJo and Casey. I know they split from the group, but hey, I still like the group, man.
Yeah, no, definitely one of my intros into that R&B love song was Jodeci, and kind of introducing me kind of that New Jack era with some of their songs. But no, that was a good pick. All right, John, what's your number one keeper?
Going with Will.
Oh, that's good, man.
I'm going with Jodeci because if you guys heard Toss It Up and How Do You Want It, it has Jodeci in it. Well, part of it has Casey in it. And then you got Come and Talk to Me, Lately.
Yeah.
It was a toss up between that and Boyz II Men, but
and don't forget they were in that was the what do you call it, the theme song from the movie. We were talking about one of these people earlier from oh shit, really, with Jada and Payne, not Poetic Justice, Jason's lyrics. No, from Jason's lyrics, yeah. The song, I think it was If You Think You're Lonely Now was one of the songs they played in that, but yeah.
Yeah, they had you feeling grown as a teenager.
No, they definitely did. I'm going to get to that.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So Jorly, I know your number one pick ain't Jodeci. Jorly, what's your number one keeper?
I go with Boyz II Men. It's just probably like the most songs I know out of all of them, you know. I don't even know any right now, but you know, if you play it, I'll be able to sing along. But I only know one from Jodeci, you know, that the really popular one that you guys are singing. Yeah. Was that from their concert? You got the tour dates on the back.
She went to the world tour. She's a groupie. She's a
groupie. I thought you were gonna say she was a roadie, where she's just hauling around speakers.
The one that looked like Mike.
I think that's what it meant.
Wow.
All right, Moses, what's your number one pick?
Mine is Boyz II Men, man. That was just kind of just my era, but so was like Jodeci and 112 and all them too, but I don't know. I just feel like Boyz II Men had some really like, you know, some really touching, you know, like music, you know, like Mama, like a song from Mama, like
soulful.
That was deep, soulful, man. I always liked that whole, you know, like that harmony too that they had was incredible, man. I don't think I've ever heard a group after them that sounded any better. You know what I mean? Like they're amazing.
They did have. I honestly, in my opinion, they had the best harmony out of all like R&B groups. Like as a group, they had the best harmony. Like there's some better like solo artists that were in a group before, but as a group, they had all the talent from the highs to the lows of notes. So, all right, Nate, what's your number one keeper? Go ahead.
Them and Bone Thugs had the best harmony.
I think that was episode 1.
Yeah.
Shout out to East 99. Just put that out there. Cleveland.
Boom.
Yeah. All right, Nate, what's your number one keeper?
Oh man, that's a hard one. They're all good groups. Love all of them. I'm gonna say Boyz II Men though. Yeah. And I'm gonna say that because of kind of just across their body of work. You know, from when they first started all the way to even today. You know, they're still going strong. Motown Philly came out. I mean, it really wasn't an R&B as much as it was like New Jack Swing era. That 2 album by Boyz II Men, one of the top albums ever. I think they broke records with that 2 album. I mean, you can name "I'll Make Love to You" on that. Bended Knee, Water Runs Dry.
Yeah.
I mean,
End of the Road held the longest #1 single for the longest time.
Yeah.
And that I can listen to, I think, all their albums from beginning to end, and there wouldn't be a bad song on it, in my opinion.
Yeah, no way. That was one of those. Yeah, that was one of those albums.
So it's just, I'll say Boyz II Men, and I also think that they kind of paved the way for a lot of other groups too, from male groups out there that are still going strong today. Because you got to remember, some of those groups they didn't really have, kind of like you said, the harmony and there wasn't a lot of male groups out there like them when they first started, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You did have some, but they broke through, and there was a lot going on, and I think they really helped out the R&B genre in that era. So
yeah,
and it also made
like a transition.
Yeah, it also made us all feel like you guys said, we were grown too, just like Jodeci did, but definitely them had us crying our hearts out just because of when we were 11, 12, 13 years old. What?
Yeah, right. Right.
So my #1 group is gonna be Boyz II Men, just because that 2 album came around 6th grade, and I don't know how the rest of the country does it. For me, that 2 album came out in 6th grade, which was the first time I was introduced to a school dance. Now, obviously, in 6th grade, we ain't doing no slow dancing or anything like that. But if you listen to the 2 album, there's about 3 fast songs, and all the rest of it's slow. So that was kind of the intro to that whole boy and girl thing. And what everybody else has said is Boyz II Men just, I know, what's his name? Was it Nate?
McCrary?
The bass. No, the bass.
Michael
voice.
McCrary.
Yeah,
McCurry,
I know he had like throat cancer and he had to leave the band. But the other 3 kept it strong. But even with those other 3, they still making hits. I know they in that residency age where they're doing Vegas shows. But Boyz II Men keeping it strong. They had like #1 singles album where they were doing covers of other songs, and they sounded just as good, if not better. So definitely one of the top groups with as far as voices, harmony, and song choice. I mean, you think about it, like they really didn't have too many bad songs. They work with a whole bunch of people. Back in the day, they did "Broken Hearted" with Brandy, who was the #1 artist. They did the LL Cool J song, "Hey Lover," LL Cool J. That was a banger. If you listen, all you youngins, if you ain't never heard LL Cool J, "Hey Lover," you need to go out, get on that streaming platform. You're welcome, LL, for all these streams. But that was a hot song. And Boyz II Men
might get a booty or 2.
Yeah. Oh. Listen, if you trying to love on a girl, all you gentlemen, if you trying to love on a girl, you go find
proper
yourself
way to say it.
The proper way.
You go find yourself 3 or 4 good Boyz II Men songs. You in it to win it. I'm just saying. So I'm gonna have to put Boyz II Men as my #1.
I like the song they did with Mariah Carey.
One Sweet Day.
One Sweet Day with Mariah Carey.
And that was right. Yeah, but that was right. Who died? There was another big artist that had passed away when they did that song.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to remember who it was, and I can't. But they did that song in tribute to that person, and I thought that's an amazing song.
Yeah, and they work with a bunch of different talent, whether it be on their album or somebody else's album. But Boyz II Men, Wanye showed up at the Joe Coy stand up in LA, and obviously it's a different age group, but everybody in that audience went wild because most of the people in that audience either grew up listening or was old enough to understand what Boyz II Men was talking about. So we all know who Wanye was, and so we went crazy when he came out. Like,
damn,
like. And granted, Joe Coy's LA performance of his last show was all star-studded. Like his openers were big comedians and all that stuff. But to bring out Wanye at the end of his show, man, to sing "I'll Make Love to You." Just,
All the youngins is like, why the fuck is everybody going off?
yeah.
Man?
Why is everyone got lighters all of a sudden? You know?
Who is this?
Yeah.
It was David Cole. It was that record producer David Cole that passed away. That song. Was
Yeah.
written
That's
for.
what. Okay. All right. That's what it was. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give it to Boys II Men. All right. So that's number one. All right. Let's go.
We all looked over there.
You know who that was.
I was trying to look around the corner of John's video.
Is that
to
your
see
guys' house?
I know, we all like, what?
everyone turned around like, who yelling at my house?
Jordy looked up.
I'm all acting like it's not my house and shit. Like,
all right, Jordy. Who's your number two keeper, Jordy?
Jodeci.
I'll probably do. I guess I'll go with 112.
Ooh,
That peaches and cream.
peaches and cream, huh, Jordan?
That was a dope track. And what did they mix that with? The radio used to mix Peaches and Cream with? Dance With Me. The song Peaches and Cream, and they used to mix Dance With Me. Same album. They released the singles about the same time. 112 was hot, though. I don't know about y'all.
Stupid.
They were
Cream
good.
was dope, dude. That was in the Air Force Ones that came out. Well, yeah, they came back into the scene.
They came back.
That's right around that. Yeah, that was right around that era.
What's your favorite 112 song, Jordy?
Peaches and cream.
There you go.
Probably
There you
the
go.
only one. Probably the only one.
That's the only one?
Yeah.
Off the
if you
top of
play
your
some
head.
songs,
Yeah.
If you play some songs, I'll probably,
They only made that one song, right?
One hit wonder.
It was a sample.
One,
It's just sample. All right, Moses, what's your number one? Number two. What's your number two keeper, Moses?
It's gonna be Jodeci. It's gonna be Jodeci. Just genuine music, man. Genuine loving music. Like anybody could listen to that. Whether if you're 3 years old or 83 years old, you know what I mean? It's just some chill music, man. It's just like I don't know. Growing up, I heard more of, like Boys to Men and all that. But Jodeci, there was like those couple of songs, like all my life, like that was forever lasting.
Two songs I know now.
Every time I hear that song, or every time I think of their name, I think of that song. You know, it's just some really good music, man.
No, definitely. Jodeci have some bangers out there, and back in the early '90s, Jodeci is definitely out there. All right, Nate, what's your number two keeper?
Jodeci, man. It is Jodeci because of the same body of work, And I say body of work, and I don't mean just the group Jodeci, but what came out of Jodeci. The Casey and JoJo era after Jodeci. Like you said, All My Life, Crazy.
Crazy.
And then one of the my all-time favorite things was the Uptown Unplugged on MTV when they used to do music. And that was when Jodeci, just got me because they sang Lately. And that right there was tops for me. And I still listen to that. I got that as one of my favorites on Apple Music because it's just, you just listen to that. And that was also, God, that was when MTV gave you music too. And that Unplugged series was awesome back then. So yeah, I would say Jodeci.
Yeah, those.
All right, John. What's up,
man? Those unplugs.
Oh yeah.
Some of them would be really good, man. Some of them would be whack.
Yeah. No. And true, like that lately on that Unplugged. Although that was what was that? What was that record called? That record label called? Because it wasn't just Jodeci. It wasn't
Uptown.
just Uptown, yeah. So Uptown Records, it was like all their groups, like Mary J. Blige, and just a
Christopher
bunch
Williams.
Yeah, Christopher Williams. All those groups under that label did Unplugged, so they each had like 2-3 songs each on that record. But yeah, definitely that kind of set off that Unplugged series as far as records. And the last one that I liked that I can remember enjoying was the Jay-Z Unplugged, where he had the Roots band playing all his songs for him. And that's the last one I can remember that I actually liked. But
Hello, Cool J had one that I liked over there too.
Yeah.
I think I seen the LL one.
LL Cool J had a good one.
Yeah.
I don't know if I seen the Jay-Z or not though.
Yeah, you should listen to the Jay-Z one because he had the Roots band on there, so it was pretty
I'll
hype.
check that out.
Yeah.
Sick.
But yeah, no, Jodeci is definitely up there. All right, Uncle Will, what's your number 2?
Boys II Men. My first one was due to sentimental reasons, but Boys II Men, End of the Road, one of my probably my favorite song off every album they've ever done. End of the Road was just that. It was that one. Here's to the brother that's not here. End of the Road.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of them. So hey.
13 Weeks as number 1. And for those that don't know, End of the Road held that record for a really long time. 13 Weeks as number 1.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So Boys II Men definitely up there. All right, John. Let's hope we get a scream out the background there. What's your number 2 keeper? Say Drew Hill, just so we can hear some pop out.
I wish it was fucking Drew Hill, but it's Boys II Men. Just because you had the regular 3 dudes that like fuck it up for the girl, and then you got the other dude that apologized again.
Apologizing.
Yeah.
Like jagged edge.
Dudes fuck it up, and then the other dude has to play cleanup and fucking apologize. But, yeah.
I was hoping you say like Drew Hill so I could see your screen go off. All of a sudden, it's just 5 of us.
Oh man.
Your girl gonna go and unplug the router just so you don't have no more Wi-Fi.
Fuck your Wi-Fi.
You did Big Boys II Men in your top 2?
Drew Hill.
Drew Hill. Oh, well, Boys II Men, no more internet for you.
Get out the house.
Get out the house.
And end of the road for us.
Yeah. And take your Mac with you too. I don't want that either.
Oh man.
But I'm gonna have to agree on my number 2 is my number 1 was Boys II Men. My number 2 is gonna have to be Jodeci. For all the reasons, like I said, that Uptown Unplugged really introduced the world of R&B to that Unplugged, which was the live instruments and that kind of that intro to the live concert on CD kind of thing. Although we had things like the Earth, Wind and Fire, but that Unplugged bring a different element because obviously there was no DJ, there was nobody playing background music. It was all live instruments, someone playing the piano, someone playing guitar or whatever. So definitely that. All My Life, even though that's Casey and JoJo. If anybody knows, if you know anything about Jodeci, Casey and JoJo basically was Jodeci. So All My Life, but definitely takes with it as far as R&B songs in my top 10, and it's not number 10. So definitely up there. So definitely have to pick Jodeci. Although as far as live, I heard lately they try to rap all their songs. So I'm not sure. I've never been to a Jodeci concert. So
that's interesting.
Yeah, like they try to do everything fast, and I don't know how you could do All My Life fast, but I've never been, but that'd be my number 2. Plus, a banger in the car is still "Come and Talk to Me." If you don't play "Come and Talk to Me" in the car, if you play "Come and Talk to Me" in the car, and you don't sing along, man, you got there's something you're not using both parts of your brain or something. There's something wrong with the left side of your brain.
Dorley.
I gotta hear it. Maybe I know it.
I'm sure Charlie. If it's up there, he's not on here, but it's "Come and Talk to Me" as a car karaoke car song is up there with Tevin Campbell. Can We Talk? Like if you play those 2 songs back to back, I need a drink of water and my voice is hoarse because my windows better be rolled up all the way, or else the person next to me getting unplugged in car unplugged. But it's those 2 songs definitely on there. But All right, Nate, what are we going for your tosser?
Honestly, I don't know how popular it's gonna be, but based off of body of work, Drew Hill. I have to get rid of Drew Hill. and I say that just because 112 had so many good hits. Drew Hill did have a lot of good hits, but they didn't last as long, I think, as 112, and as 112 is still lasting. And if I were to sit there and say I want to listen to in my car between the two as I'm driving, I think I could listen to a 112 record a little bit longer than Drew Hill. That's the only reason. I don't want to get rid of any of them, but 112 had a lot of good songs that came out. So yeah.
They're both in the same category though. They both had a lot of really sad songs. A lot of sad. Love Letter, Cupid. What was the?
Can you buy me this?
A lot of problems.
Yeah. But again, that was also one of those eras. Like when Drew Hill, 112, they all, even Jagged Edge, when they came out, it wasn't about like the Boyz II Men and the Jodeci. Like, I love you, I'm gonna make love to you. It was more like, we having problems. Let's sing about it. Like, so. Yeah. I mean, that's why they in the same era. That's why they have kind of similar songs. But all right, Moses, since you up, what's your tosser?
I'm gonna drop Drew Hill only because of that song in my bed. Remember that song? Sleeping in my bed. That was terrible,
man, really? That one you don't like, man? Damn.
No, I don't like that one.
That's what I'm saying. You don't like that one? Damn.
Oh, man, that was their
That
should have been a rap song. That should have been a rap song. That's what it should have been. That shit was just too. I don't know.
That was a perfect sad song, man.
112 was also a little, it was on that soft side. But I only say that because like Boyz II Men and Jodeci was like R&B to me.
Different era, different era.
Yeah, and when it comes to like Drew Hill and 112, I mean, they had a lot of hits though, that are catered to like the newer generation. But Peaches and Cream was pretty dope.
Yeah,
at that time.
All right, Uncle Will, what's your tossing?
Damn.
That's exactly how
I'm gonna have to go with Drew Hill, man. Yeah, I did like that. Hey, In My Bed, Mo. I know you didn't like that one, but damn it, I like that song, man. That was one of the ones they did make that I liked, for real. But yeah, I'll take 112 over that. Again, 112 was more of almost like the classic R&B, more like a Boyz II Men. Drew Hill's was
a little
more, hip hop Motown, I guess. Just not my idea of they are an R&B group, but more, I guess, not so much bluesy, just more the rhythm of their music was different than these other three that I'm keeping. So I have to toss Drew Hill, man.
How about you, Jorley? What you tossing, Jorley?
I'll toss Drew Hill. It's just I can't
think of anything.
Finger on any song. I don't know. Like, I don't think I've ever. I mean, I've probably heard the songs, but nothing comes to mind. So.
Yeah, that's how whack they are.
You heard of the thong song?
The thong song with what's his
heard it, but
Cisco, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he had broke off and did his own thing, right?
Yeah, but he was with Drew Hill at one point, and then he went on his own. Yeah.
See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. All right, Heather, what's your pick?
we want one, two, and three.
All right, John. What you throwing away, John? What you throwing away?
All right, I'm throwing away. I'm throwing away Drew Hill and keeping 112. because 112 is our like link to like Biggie, like Tupac had Casey and JoJo,
Yeah.
pretty much, but Notorious had 112.
Yeah, you're right.
That Only You song.
That only you verse, that one verse, man. He said it all.
Exactly.
Oh.
Jesus, that one.
Notorious.
Yeah. And for all you youngins, if you haven't ever heard Only You, you need to go listen to that too. That's on another level. So
they need to go listen to all these groups.
Yeah.
Just the ones we're throwing out.
Respect, at least.
Yeah, because there's other groups that are out there with them. Not Shy, which was
Shy? No.
Yeah, Shy. CMB. Call Me Bad.
Oh,
you guys are asking for it. We're gonna do specific songs.
H-Town. There's H-Town.
Oh,
knocking the boots.
I-5, Knocking Boots. Silk.
I'm telling y'all right now.
Oh my God, man.
Right now, we're gonna have a One's Gotta Go sexy songs. I'm telling you right now. Y'all don't know nothing about this.
All right, Chris, I sent you something in email, so take a look at that.
I got you. We on the music. This is July. We gonna do music. We gonna have Uncle Will. We're gonna have yours. We gonna have One's Gotta Go sexy songs. We gonna have that Silk on there. We gonna have that I'll Make Love to You. Y'all asking for it.
Put a set sheet. Hang up
you can't just have 4.
No, you can only have 4. No, you gotta limit to 4.
We gonna have 4, and I'm gonna make them bangers. And you guys are asking for it. I was trying to go easy. Look, this is easy because listen, as much as I love it, I'm sorry. Thong to thong thong thong. You gotta go. Was one of that song came out in 2000. I was in charge of the loud system during lunch at my high school. I played that song every day at lunch. Start the day off. Thong to thong thong thong. I loved it, but you gotta go. 112, that Peaches and Cream, that Dance With Me, Only You, Cupid. They did Love Letter with
right.
They did Love Letter with that other group, the female group. I think they were a one-hit wonder. But I'm just saying, 112 had too many bangers. I think they're still putting out songs, although it's low key now because all their fans, ain't into the streaming game now. But 112, you stay in. I'm sorry, Drew Hill, you gotta go. But you might make a comeback in one of these music episodes to come. So we gonna do singles. These guys are asking. Listen, citizens of Randomville. I apologize, citizens of Randomville. The group here is asking for danger by calling out all these different songs because now we gonna get specific. So on that note, I appreciate y'all. Drew Hill, we're gonna tag you below. You want to retort, be on the pod? Why don't you come on? We'll talk. Maybe we'll give you another shot, but then we got to get all these other guys on here too. But I appreciate it. Thank you guys coming out one more time, one more week. All the citizens, I appreciate y'all coming out. This is another weekly town hall where we got together, putting together some of the new stories, trying to entertain you. All my guys, all my board members, all my city government here in Randomville. Why don't we give a shout out? What you got to say, Mo?
Y'all just keep trying to be peaceful out there, man. Unless it's necessary to get a little
hands.
Stay up, y'all. Stay up.
All right, Charlie, what you got to say?
It's COVID is real, don't believe other people, what they're saying, how medical personnel are just actors, it's real, we know family members, that are in the workforce, and just best to be safe,
Hell yeah.
All right, John, what you got to say?
I deleted my TikTok, so
so them Chinese can't get all my information.
Pick it up from me. Nah, stay dangerous, as always.
Dangerous.
All right, Nate, what you got to say?
Stay safe, stay peaceful, love one another, watch out for them Karens and Darrens. But no, on a real note, just stay safe. Things don't seem to be going in the right direction these days. So just pay attention to the experts. Take care of yourself, take care of your family. and just try to love each other and stay as a community.
All right, Uncle Will, what you got to say?
I'm on the same page with Nate as, hey, be safe, and just as importantly, be kind to one another.
That's right.
All right. All right, this has been another week with the city government of Randomville. So citizens, go out there, be kind to one another, love one another, and we appreciate y'all listen. Drop some comments, drop some likes, and we out. Have a good week.
All right.
What's good, Citizen Randomville? What's good, Citizen Randomville? Thank you for sticking around. A little housekeeping here. If you are part of our YouTube fam, why don't you go ahead and hit like this video, hit subscribe to our content, ring the bell on our channel. Listen, we're trying to bring you some new content, not just our pods, but we're trying to bring you some new content. So the only way you'll know, though, is if you hit like and subscribe. You hit that notification, you'll be notified anytime any of our new stuff drops. We appreciate that. We appreciate any kind of love that you show. And as a citizen of Randomville, we here for you. For all my Apple podcasts, for all my Spotify podcasts, for all my Google podcasts, you know, even though you might listen to us 1.5 times speed, 2 times speed, we still appreciate you coming out, giving us a listen. Why don't you go and like the channel, subscribe, leave us some comments, leave us some feedback. Hey, listen, we here for you. You the citizen of Randomville. We just the government. We gonna serve you. Why don't you go ahead and let us know if you want us to do a special One's Gotta Go. You want us to talk about a special issue. You want us to answer some of your questions. Hit us up. Let us know. We got you. All right. We Randomville. We here for the people. So as always, have a good week. Through blood of bond, one love, fam.